In this video, we're going to look at how you can make some changes to the service before you run it. Again, we're going to open up MediaShout. We've already got a service preloaded. But just to remind you, if there was no service loaded, or you wanted to load more than one service, because you can have two or more open, you can go to here and you can choose from the shortlist. But also you can hit the plus button and it will give you a blank service. Let's just get open the music library. This is a library that I've created. This is just asking if you'd like to add the script in. And again, I always add the scripts in. So this is the library of music that I have created that has all the music attached. All these songs have been checked for the right choruses. They're great to use in a minute's notice if you need them. So I'm going to open up the service and we're going to make some changes. This is the service for the 23rd of July. I'm going to do a quick file and save. A copy. So save as. And we're just going to call it our test service. So you can see how you save it. It adds it to the same folder. You would give it the correct title for what you were making there. So now I've got a test service, I can play with it. So maybe I want to change and add a different hymn in here. So the best way to do it is to click on the hymn you want to add a new hymn to. It will then put it below. I'm then going to go and insert a lyric. Hymns are called lyrics. And I'm going to search for a lyric in our library. Okay. It searches alphabetically. You can see we have over 4,000. And I'm going to type a title in there. I'm going to look for Be Bold. And once I've typed it in, I hit enter on the keyboard and it comes up with the song. And I can check it over here, make sure it's right. I can change the background at this point if I like. So maybe I'll have this one there. And I can look at how it looks before I decide I'm going to insert it. So maybe I'll go for this dark purple one so it stands out a bit better. There we go. And now I'm going to insert it into my script. Always save changes. And you can see now it's added the Be Bold, Be Strong in, and there's Lord You Have My Heart. So to get rid of that one, I can click, and then I can right click, and then I can choose delete. I can also press the delete key on the keyboard. And now I've replaced that song in there. Scrolling down, I'm going to make some changes to some of the slides. So I want to go to the slide that's got the psalm on. The psalm has been changed. So I can click on there and then I go over to here, which is called the sort of stage area. I can click into here and you can see it becomes like a text box that you'd have in Microsoft Word. And I can highlight, and instead of 1 to 12, we're going to do 1 to 67, a very long psalm. The page number will stay the same. And then by clicking on a different slide, it sort of automatically saves that. As you're going along and making changes, just keep pressing the save button. It means that if the machine does crash, which we know it does, you haven't lost all the work you've done. Again, if I want to change the readings, same rule. Look at the formatting used. We put colons in, all sorts of bits and pieces, and you can change it. Some slides are changeable and some aren't. For example, this slide here with the word message on, because you've no clicking area, that's a pre-made slide we've made before and dropped it in. So you can't always change the slides. Let's say that Richard has asked you to put in a slide for a little interview he wants to do. He's going to do it after the all-age talk. The best way to do this is to click on the slide you want to put it after. Go to Insert Elements and choose a blank slide. It will put a blank slide in. You can then select a background. So from here, I'm going to go change background. Sorry, my mouse is doing that. It doesn't normally do that. Change background. For this queue, each square is called a queue. I'm going to put an image on. And then we have all our images saved in the pictures folder. And you can see there's loads of images for Easter, Christmas, worship, backgrounds, colours, all sorts of bits and pieces. And there you'll find our standard background. but maybe you'd like to put in a sort of a more a different background on, you could choose this one and press open, and you've got a nice background there, but it's not quite filled the whole thing. So you can look at how you arrange it, and also full scale here or full stretch, that fills the page. And then we'd like to put a text box in, so we go insert object, we're going to have a text box. You can then click in there, you can move the box around, and we're just going to put the word interview in. And there we've added a new cue. So after Always Talk, this would appear on the screens with the word interview in. And when you've got this open, you've got usual text tools at the top, fonts, sizes, colours, bold, italic, and so on and so forth at the top here. Okay. And then just last thing to do is how to insert a PowerPoint presentation. So perhaps somebody sent you a PowerPoint presentation to put in, or they bring it on a memory stick, which is standard. Here's the notices that Richard has given me before. The best way to insert a PowerPoint presentation is to click where you'd like it to go, insert elements, and choose slideshow. That's another name for PowerPoint presentation. Choose the slideshow from the computer. So we save them on the desktop usually in one of the folders. So there's the church material is often a good place. There you find loads of presentations there. There's lots of services that have been saved from before. There's that presentation. Press open, and it will bring the PowerPoint presentation in there to there. Okay, and that's how you edit and make a different service. So we've covered adding a different song, we've covered changing something already there, adding a new slide, and adding in a PowerPoint presentation. And that should do us for this little video.